I have left a grand jury to make this call. Where is your client?
Marsha, I'm sorry, but he's with a few doctors. He's very depressed.
Yeah, well, he should be depressed. He killed 2 people. He's going to prison. Now, what is your location?
Here's one of the doctors now. Saul.
Hello?
Who is this?
I'm a psychiatrist. Who is this?
This is District Attorney Marsha Clark. Where are you? We have a warrant for this man's arrest. Now, Doctor, as I am sure you are aware, there are laws relating to the aiding and abetting of a fugitive. If you are not aware of these laws, let me make them clear to you now.
Bob, I am not going to jail for this.
Marsha, Bob, I am so sorry how this unfolded. I apologize. Do you have a pen? I'll give you the address. We're in Encino.
Hi everybody, I'm Peter Travers and welcome to Popcorn, where we tell you what's happening in the whole pop culture. That's movies, television, anything that's going out there. And if you're alive and you have some kind of electronics that allows you to watch what they call in a very long unwieldy title, American Crime Story, The People versus O.J. Simpson. You have to be out there watching it, and you have to be seeing the performance of my guest today, Sarah Paulson, as Marsha Clark, because you have my Emmy now.
Oh.
You just have it. That's just the way it is.
Thank you.
But I'm always giving you my personal awards anyway.
You should. I will take them because
you're not even here to enjoy them.
No,
you know?
no.
It's just
you can
me
just,
saying it.
mentally, you can just beam it across the ocean, and I'll take it.
Okay,
Yeah, I will.
That's a deal.
Anytime you want to do it.
Well, I can do it.
Yeah, you can. I want it.
It's my show. I can
You
just
can do
stop.
whatever
I can
you want.
Give you these
I'm not-
popcorn
no.
things. No, it's not that. No, I'm doing due diligence as we
Okay.
start, and then I'll lose control.
Okay,
and
I
we'll
can't
just that would be really fun because I'm looking at you, I'm thinking American Horror Story and Carol and every other thing that I've seen you in, because you're busy.
I'm busy.
But here you take on the role of Marsha Clark, who is prosecuting O.J. Simpson in this, and Marsha Clark's a real person.
She is a real person
So what
indeed.
happens to you when you do that? Any misgivings when you?
I didn't have any misgivings. I was apprehensive about doing it, and there was some trepidation. Those words.
Oh, not a misgiving.
Not a misgiving,
No,
but some trepidation. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Slight nuanced differences of which I like to hold on to. You know, Marsha Clark is a real person walking around the planet with, 2 grown children who were too young to really know what it was that she was going through during the time of the trial, and now are quite capable of seeing it anew. And the responsibility of presenting that to them in an authentic and true way was definitely something I thought about. But chiefly, I just wanted to get it right for Marsha. I felt she had been so misperceived and misunderstood by the culture, by women, by men. The media,
especially men. We were really awful.
They were, but women too. She really didn't have any society in terms of, there were the African American community really rallied around O.J. and Johnny and all of that, and women sort of abandoned Marsha. She didn't really have anybody representing her and defending her, and so she was kind of out there on her own, save for the people on the prosecution team and within the DA's office. So I just really wanted there to be a kind of, taking the lid off something and saying there's more in this stew than people are aware of. Do you see what I did there with the stew?
I saw that it was stew,
and
it came,
and then I came back, and then I went,
Boy, I better be on my toes.
I got it going. You better
really,
keep
this
it.
is,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Keep up with me.
I'm going to try now. Now I'm really But what I wanted to say, it's not just that. It's that all of us who think that we know what went on, if we live through it, we say, oh, I know it all. I don't need to know anything.
Yeah,
and we had basically judged Marsha Clark.
Oh, yeah.
And what you've done is show us, you're not making this up out of whole cloth.
No.
You're giving us a look at this woman that doesn't stay in the courtroom. We see what she's going through. I was heartbroken about how she was constantly vilified for how she dressed, how her hair was done.
Yeah, I mean, this is a woman whose job, it's a prosecution's job. They've got the burden of proof. They had to do everything they could to convince the jury that they had the right man. And all anyone wanted to talk about in the media was what her hair looked like and how short her skirts were, or if they were long enough, or, that she looked too tough and she wasn't wearing enough makeup and she looked tired. And it just has nothing to do with the task at hand, which was to present the evidence and to convict this man that she believed to be guilty. So it was a very harrowing thing, and something she was ill prepared for. you know, working as a civil servant downtown Los Angeles, you don't often need to sort of worry about those kinds of things, how much lipstick you're wearing, and whether you've got some product in your hair to keep it from looking like some crunchy broccoli or something, you know. But that was just not of paramount importance to her, and suddenly it became all that anybody wanted to talk about, which I think was both disheartening to her and something she tried to keep to the back of her mind. But as you saw, even in a latter episode that hasn't aired yet, where she's sort of confronted by, she couldn't come home to her own house without sort of being assaulted by commentary about her appearance.
Well, because that was the trial that changed everything.
Yeah.
We're all in this reality business now, where we're
Right.
looking at that and making all our judgments almost totally based on appearance.
Oh,
of people.
totally. Absolutely.
This is it.
I like to do it all the time. I just don't like that it was done to Marcia.
It's okay for me.
Now that I've played her. For Marcia, I would like her to be taken out of the line of fire, but everyone else fair game, as far as I'm concerned.
Everybody else is going down.
Including you. I've got some things
I know,
to say.
I could see it. I could see it. I'm going down. This is the end of me.
Yeah,
today.
I got a lot of things to say.
All right, well,
Okay,
we'll
we'll
save
wait
that.
for that for
We'll do a
later. Yeah.
little bit
A little,
more
yeah.
about this, and
Okay,
then
great.
we'll come to the unprovoked personal attack
Yes.
on me.
Yeah, just so you see what it feels like. I would like to
wanna
give
see it.
everybody an actual, full body experience of what Marcia went through.
I
I like to put everyone through it just so they know.
I'm so ready. How
Yeah.
wonderful
Yeah.
that is.
It's my treat, my
Torture
gift to you.
people
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
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 Well, let me ask though, in terms of meeting her, did you meet her before or after you played her?
I met her very, very deep into production, towards the beginning of the 7th episode. But meeting her was really was a sort of surreal, out-of-body experience. I had done so much research, and I had watched every, you know, move that she made, the way she walked, the way she moved her head, how much she used her hands. So I could identify her before I could even see her face. She was coming through a revolving door, and the sun was sort of blocking her from I couldn't really see her face, but I could tell by the way she was moving that it was Marcia. And then I saw the mole, and right away I was like, moly, 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 moly. Yeah. And there
You
she
just
was.
kept saying
I
that
just
to
kept
her.
saying moly,
She
moly,
must have been so
moly.
impressed with you.
She was like, wow, so glad a very challenged young woman is playing me in this.
And yet she's been so kind.
She's been very, very kind and very generous with me. And
I think she
just,
was on The View, and she said, I had the
Yeah.
gift of having Sarah Paulson.
I paid her a lot of money to say that. Like my entire salary for the thing, I just
It's just
shoved it out.
shoveled over
Yeah,
there.
just shoveled over there just so she
Yeah,
could say
but
nice things.
because she did a good job with
She
it.
did,
She
yeah.
just acted
You know,
it
she
well.
had aspirations to be an actress herself when she was
Really?
younger. Yeah, so, you know, you can never really believe anything
Did you
she's saying
build-
because she's acting all the time. Just kidding.
Well, I mean, we believe actors way more than we believe lawyers.
Well, yeah, but
This is just the way it is
Yeah,
in this world.
it's true.
But that impression, besides the mole,
she was an yeah.
was she this person you had in your head, or was she completely something else?
She was more than I think I could have hoped for. She's an incredibly, and I knew this already from reading the things that I read about her, but she has a very, very strong moral compass, and it's sort of what motivates all of her behavior and life choices. And that was very evident the night we were talking. We closed the restaurant down. We had a good deal of tequila, and the lights were being turned off, and they were shoving us out the door.
Both of you drunk off your ass.
Yeah, so drunk.
Wow. And that was it, and you came together.
And then we came
to
together,
do
and we had
this.
we shared a lot of things, and then the next day we're emailing going, remember when I said, never mind.
Nobody knew.
Nobody
Oh,
knew.
nobody
Oof,
remembers
big secret,
anything.
yeah. Yeah.
And you, being a woman who's played, you know, everything from a witch to conjoined twins on
Yes.
American Horror Story.
Yes.
So this is, I'm bringing up your relationship now with Ryan Murphy.
Yeah,
because
it's a good one. It's
You've
twisted.
had 5 seasons on that. I think only Lily Rabe and you have been on.
And Evan Peters, every
Oh, really?
season.
He's, yeah, manifesting yourself in very different ways.
Yeah.
And so when Ryan comes to you and says, I don't remember what season it was, 3 or 4, when you played the conjoined twins?
4, season 4.
Yeah. And you said, great idea.
I did not say that.
What?
I thought, I think I said Ryan. How? Ryan. How will we do that? And he said, oh, lady, don't you worry, we'll figure it out. But that's what you're doing. So start doing, you know, do your thing that you do and start reading up. And it was very, very challenging for my wee little brain. It was not easy. It was really, because I had to keep thinking, you know, I'm right-handed. Oh, but now I'm playing this one who's left-handed, and it just was.
Well,
and
I
try
mean,
running
I
lines
don't-
with yourself at night. It's not easy. I'm going, oh no, that's me again speaking, only with a different want and a different need. And,
with this other thing
With this other
there.
thing. They actually they made me, at my request, a faux. I can't imagine what people thought in New Orleans walking by my house with it strapped to my body with this styrofoam thing that it was not as secure as my other one, and it had no hair. It was bald, and so it was just sort of flapping around like this. And I would practice talking to it, and I could switch sides and put it on the other side when I had to play the other, because I needed to practice orienting my body in a particular way, because I had to move. I'm doing it now, which
You are. I'm seeing that. I'm just picturing you now with
as
this
that
other
dot,
hat.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's just.
There's just one of me. It was all an illusion.
Well, to me,
But
there's
I
not
know.
one of you. There's all of the. There are all of these
I like it. I like
yous that I've
like it.
seen.
Yeah.
As somebody that studies to be an actor,
Yes. Yes.
one doesn't imagine
I certainly never thought.
conjoined twins.
Conjoined twins, Blind Witch, 12 Years a
and
Slave,
doing
Game
this,
Changer, all
yeah,
that
12
stuff.
Yeah, you were. Oh my God, I've never seen anyone so
So
hateful.
horrible. Yeah.
Just and throwing
Yeah.
things at.
At
Just,
Lupita. Why would anybody do that?
Lupita's so sweet.
Sweet and beautiful and charming and,
and you did it with such
venom and real intention.
And you're originally from. So you're a Southern woman. You're Florida.
I was born in Tampa, Florida, which is our southernmost state, where there are the least true Southerners actually.
That's right,
there.
it's not
really the South, but my mother was born in Alabama, my father in Virginia, so I come from a great Southern-rooted family. So that accent was something that I was able to draw upon from my family
And you
life.
have this very slight lisp.
I do. Yes, thank you for pointing it out.
But it's really great because I knew you would really like to be pointed. But,
Thanks
but
for
if
pointing
it
it
wasn't really so attractive,
okay, good.
I wouldn't
At
bring
least
it up.
it's not like this kind of list.
No, it isn't. But
It's
can
just
you
a little
defy?
bit of a. I could make it like this. Maybe next year Ryan will let me play a real lisper. That would be
no,
so
he
great.
won't.
He
Because
won't.
it would be so easy.
No,
for
I think the greatest challenge he could throw for me now would be for me to play like a regular gal.
Yeah.
Just like
He's-
throw me.
Oh yeah, on
just
American
let me,
Horror
on American
Story.
Horror Story, I just want to play a regular Joe. I've never really played anybody
Who
regular.
is your most regular person?
Maybe Nicole Wallace in Game Change.
Maybe another nomination. See, I want to go through that. I want
Okay.
to pile up this these
The
lists
nominations
of awards.
and then the losses.
The losses. Well,
The
it's not going to happen
losses.
now. This
Well,
is the one.
wait a
I
minute.
predicted it. I'm never wrong.
Meanwhile, you
That's the
predicted me
end.
every time, and I've never
That's
won.
it.
So thanks a
Never
lot,
won.
Peter.
How many thousands of nominations are there?
Popcorn with Peter Travers.
You know how this union thing about moving this? You're just taking.
I just feel like I
Is that how
can.
you are on the set?
Yeah.
Was it the second nomination that you became impossible?
Yeah, the first, right out of the gate, I was like,
Really?
this is crap. Give me the statue.
Do you remind them? This is going to be in my lap too, wasn't it?
That's
so
the plan.
what in this world makes you the happiest? Where does the joy come from?
The abject terror I feel right before I start a job. And,
So the
and-
abject terror brings you joy.
Yes, because
so
I
already
think
you're
so already not
so
regular.
Screwed up in
so
so
screwed
many
up.
ways.
I like the feeling, the excitement of I don't know how I'm going to do this. I felt that very acutely with the twins. I felt that very strongly with Marcia, and for entirely different reasons. The responsibility of playing a person that is a living, breathing person, and who also everyone has such an attachment to what they think they know of her and her mannerisms. And if I wasn't going to get it right, it was going to be something people were going to talk about. The twins, it was just. We were inventing that from whole cloth in a way. So,
If
I
you couldn't have fun with that,
I
what's
ha-
possible to have?
I had a lot of fun. It just in the beginning, mentally, it was I could almost smell smoke coming out of my brain from thinking so hard about how to do it, and it was very physically demanding as well as mentally challenging. And I'm not that bright, so it was
Oh,
hard.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, how many degrees do you
I don't have any. I didn't go to college.
Really? You just went to acting school, so that
I
was
went
it?
to high school, and I that was that.
Wow, that's
My first job was understudying Amy Ryan, the great Amy Ryan, in
She
The
is.
Sisters Rosenzweig on Broadway when I was 19. And that was.
And you said, this is for me. This
and I
is
said,
what
this
I'm going to do.
is for me. Yeah. I wanted to do it since I was.
Thank God it worked out. Otherwise,
God.
that'd be
That
that
would be-
sad thing, this little girl with a lisp saying, I can't
have the thing I
won't
want.
have what
This
I
is
want.
so sad.
You could become a murderer. You could
Terrible.
definitely
I could definitely become scary because I wouldn't have had what I wanted.
But you don't know, since you haven't been on the show, how we end the
No,
show.
I don't.
It's
I'm
always in
excited.
song.
Okay. And I sing too?
You're the only one that does. I don't know what that song is that's in your head that makes you, what you're feeling, you know?
The sun will come out tomorrow.
I thought it was going to be Kanye or something.
No.
No, it was.
No, the
It's
sun will come out
Annie?
tomorrow. Yeah, or maybe far away.
or maybe real nearby.
Wait, betcha they're smart.
Betcha
They're
no,
dumb.
no. Bet they collect things like ashtrays and art.
Betcha they're good. Why wouldn't they be? Their one mistake was giving up me.
The list is just heartbreaking.
I gotta incorporate this more
no
into
matter
my
whatever
thing.
happens to
Just
you,
lift it up and you'll get
would be
whatever.
that's so wonderful. Well, Sarah Paulson, I'm thrilled that you're here.
Thank you.
I haven't even scratched the surface.
No, I mean,
You know, really. So this is just the preliminary.
Yeah.
Next time you're here.
Yeah. We're gonna go for like an hour.
deep.
Yeah, go deep.
There
or go
will be
home.
no laughter.
None.
I
Certainly not. I mean, I can do it.
Really?
Could we do a staring contest and see who laughs first? Because it will be me, I'm pretty sure.
Really? With a staring thing?
Yeah.
Like just the... You can't do it, can you?
I'm the worst. My sister and I used to play that, game where you try to be a corpse, and she could do it for days. And I was
what
just
if it was part of the performance?
No, I just really started to. Well, I know what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I wasn't that clever. I was just constantly failing at it.
Sarah, the
Yeah.
sun will come
Come
out
out
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
That's it. Thank
Thank you,
Thank
Peter.
you. That was good.